username enumeration via subtle different responses. So the lab is subtly vulnerable to username enumeration and password brute force attacks. It has an account with a predictable username and password and can be found in the following word lists. To solve the lab, enumerate a valid username, brute force the user's password, and access their account page. So let's go ahead and spin up our lab. So here we have our lab. Since we're doing an authentication vulnerability, it's most likely going to be in this account page here. All right, let's try to log in with something that we know is incorrect. So my username, my password. Go ahead and go to proxy, intercept on, and send the request. You can see that it's held right here. We can see that we have our login page, post request here. So if we scroll down, we should be able to see those values that we submitted, my username and my password. So let's go ahead and send this to intruder. Since we're brute forcing, we can forward that request. And we see we have invalid username or password. That's our error message. We have our request in intruder. Let's turn intercept off. Go to intruder. And here we can go ahead and start to look at what a possible username might look like. Let's highlight this value right here, my username, add a position here, and let's just leave my password as it is for now. Go back to PortSwigger. Let's open up this candidate usernames and candidate passwords. Under candidate usernames, you can highlight all of them, and we're going to paste them into Burp Suite under payloads and payload configuration. Now we'd like to extract any of the responses that contain this error message right here. Go to settings, and if we scroll down to grep extract, we can click add. We can hit fetch response, and here we can highlight what exactly we'd like to look for. So we know that the error message is here. We can say OK. And that should be all that we need to do for now. Let's go ahead and start the attack. So let's go ahead and pause this here. I saw a pretty significant difference. If we go down a little bit, we see that we have a response received heading here, and this one is significantly bigger than everything else. We also see that there's a slight difference in this warning message here. So invalid username or password almost looks the same as invalid username or password, but notice that there is a period at the very end where this one does not have a period. So this is what it means by subtle difference in responses. So little typos like this can cost you in the long run. So we see that the error message is different, and we see that the payload is alerts. So if we scroll down, we use alerts and my password. So let's go ahead and try to use this in an actual login form. So if we go over and we paste in alert and we put a random password in there and log in, we see that that period disappears. And so this is going to be a difference in what an invalid username is supposed to look like. So if we make a note of that name, then we can use that and see if we can get a difference with the password now. So let's fuzz the password. Let's clear out these payload positions here. So we're going to put in that username that we enumerated in the last step. We're going to wrap the password with these characters to add a payload position. Let's go over to our payloads. Let's clear that out. Then let's go back over to PortSwigger. Now we have the password list. Copy the password list. Paste it into Burp Suite. And I think that we can go ahead and forego this warning here. Remove that, and let's look for a difference in a different place. We should be able to determine what the password is based on this setup right here. So if we start attack, and let's reverse this so that we can see the requests as they're coming in. We see that there is now a difference in the status code. So for every single one of these other responses, we got a 200, except for one, which is a 302. This 159753. We hit response. We can see 302 found. My account ID equals alert. So this most likely means that we were able to access this account page right here for the alerts user. Based on that, let's go ahead and add that to our notes. So alerts and that's password here. So let's go over to our lab, my account, and the username is alerts. The password is 159753. And we were able to log in. So we are now on the account page for the alerts username. That's pretty much it. Thank you so much for watching, and until next time, see ya.